Alright guys, welcome back to Redstone for Dummies. Today's video is going to be about repeaters. We're going to be going over all of its properties. First of all, you must know that a repeater is a device that has one side used for input and one side used for the output of a signal. Now to have the output side output a signal, you're actually going to need to input a signal from the input face. To know which side is which, you're going to need to take a look at this arrow on the repeater. So it's pointing on this side, so the signal should be going from the left to the right, basically. And if you try inputting a signal through the output face, just nothing will happen. You really have to use the input face to input a signal. Plus, when a signal is outputted by a repeater, it comes out as strong as it can be. So it's an efficient way to make long circuits without having to worry about the strength of the signal. The distance between two torches on a repeater can be changed by right-clicking on it. A repeater has 4 different states: default, close, further, and maximum. When a signal goes through one side, the time it takes for the signal to come out by the output face depends on the space between the two torches. Each state had 0.1 second, or what is known as a tick in Minecraft. So here I've got 4 repeaters and 1 piston that doesn't have a repeater. Each repeater has a different state, going from short to far. And when I will turn the lever on, you're going to see how much the time delay is applied on the repeater towards the piston. So here we go. You see that it's the same lever, but it takes a different time for each pistons to go up because of the distance between the torches on the repeater. Also, repeaters are useful to activate multiple blocks side by side. Here's an example. Without repeaters, there is no problem to powering blocks that have a space between them. But if you try to power these blocks in between, you're gonna see that the redstone stops going towards the pistons and just it curves in to connect with the other pieces of redstone. And here you get the problem that the power isn't going to the pistons anymore. It just loops around indefinitely inside the circuit. Even if I remove that, it just goes from to the left and to the right. So again, nothing happens, and that's a problem. But by placing repeaters in front of every block, the signal is still able to go through and everything works like a charm. A simple circuit pointing to a block, even if it powers the block, can't have the signal go through. For that, you need to place a repeater facing towards the block, then power the repeater, and then the signal is now able to go through the block as if it wasn't even there. And that property still works for every side of the block as well. Also, if you apply current to a repeater placed perpendicular to another repeater, it will lock it. And the locked repeater will maintain its state until it gets unlocked. So here's an example. Now this repeater is powered and it's powering this one, and this one is locked because of that. Now it's locked into an on state. If I remove the lever, you're going to see that there is no more power going to the repeater, but it still stays on because it's locked, and it was locked when it was on. So it's now going to stay on until it gets unlocked. If I go ahead and unlock the repeater, you're going to see that it goes back to its off state. And if I now lock it when it's to its off state, you're going to see that even if I power the repeater, nothing will happen. So it's a cool way to have lock mechanism in your buildings. Now, I'm not going to go over how this circuit works, but here's a quick example of what cool things you can make using that property. You can have buttons that kind of act like a lever. So here I push the button once, it will open the door, but they will stay open until I press it again. There we go, and it still works for both buttons here. So this side works, closes the doors, and again, opens the doors. So that's a really cool way to have a button mechanism for your door. Alright, so that will do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to both my channel and my Facebook page to get notified whenever my new videos comes up. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.